we are delighted to be joined by the history maker. You thought his legacy, is there anything else left to win? Well, we've just seen it. Magnus Carlsen has won the Freestyle Chess Open with a historic 9 out of 9. And of course, the irony, Magnus, is congratulations. I mean, come on. I mean, I was just remarking to Peter, we call it also Fischer Random Chess, and Fischer himself won the US Championships with a perfect score. So in his honor and in honor of this sport, how does this rank? You've won it all, but how does this rank in terms of your greatest achievements, would you say?
No, I mean, granted, I mean, I played one 2700 plus player. That should be mentioned, but it's like, it's way up there. This is like the kind of thing that I aim for these days. I remember last year or 2 years ago, I guess, in Zagreb, when I made 9 out of 9 in Blitz one day. Like, that was really special. But this is something different. Like, I'm not going to be able to do that again.
It's very difficult to do better than this. That's for sure. 9 out of 9. I mean, look. Your games were phenomenal. Your accuracy in general was just off the charts. But Vincent today, that was a tough game. I mean, until the very end, even after Queen D8, things were completely balanced, actually. How did you feel about the game? And could take us through your emotions. And
I mean, I had no idea. I mean, I've talked about it before, but it's what happens in the second round of the double round. Is it just becomes a bit of mayhem, really. What? This is a bad move?
Because computer was indicating knight a6 is maybe possible, but then he also didn't see the follow-up after bishop a7.
Yeah.
It was.
I mean, first of all,
the starting position. Talk to me about that. I mean, what were your feelings about the starting position?
Yeah, I wasn't thrilled. Like, I couldn't see any way to make serious headway after c4, c5, and then d4. It all seemed kind of equalish if black just plays symmetrical. So I didn't like. I hit on this plan, which I thought was quite interesting, but to be honest, I just missed a5, which I know it's a typical idea, that just for the bishop to escape. And because I was thinking he would play some, I don't think he should give me the bishop pair. So I was thinking that he would go for some, some more
knight b6, knight d7,
knight b6, knight d7, some more, contrived way. And then I thought, I mean, he has to spend some time trading off this knight or kicking it away, so I should be fine. So we went for this position, which I thought still was reasonably playable, like a bit of a London.
Yeah, very complex. Huh?
Very, very complex. I mean, he can play normally, but after c3. But the thing is, I have like some positional threat of going a4, and then, I mean, Vincent needed to win this game, right? So he also needed a target. And after this, I think it's very hard for black to do much. Like, I'll go e3, knight f3, and black will go knight e4 at some point, trade. I'll take knight f4. I think it's completely fine for white. So c4, I saw that he was very happy to get this, and with good reason. Like, his position is good, but I was not too worried either. Like, I'm getting my play in with e4. My pieces are, I mean, he does have great space, but my pieces are well developed, and it's not obvious for black to find the way. This move, on the other hand, I saw that he was frowning a bit. So, and then I was thinking, like, what is it? Like, maybe it has to be e5. And so I realized that this idea with queen h4 was possible, but it's kind of hard to believe in, because the white pieces are not generally that badly placed. Like, all of mine will be developed after g4.
Yeah, that was a key move, right? g4.
I don't know if the engine says something else, but I mean, to me, it was what I was kind of relying on, since I'm getting a square for the king, I'm getting my knight into play, and as soon as I can develop, I should be fine.
Yeah, here both of you played brilliantly.
Yeah.
I mean, the next couple.
Yeah, this queen h6 was really
amazing.
nice. Yeah, it's a really nice move because he's in danger of getting into very serious trouble here if he doesn't play accurately. So, the thing is, I was actually considering this move.
Can you imagine Lawrence spotted it and we were sure that this is so much your style.
Yeah, I know. The funny thing about it is it has two ideas. One is to go bishop rook d2, but another one is to go bishop g1, queen takes h1, and then rook h2.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Which is not completely unrealistic either. But I was spending time looking at it, and I just decided to make a practical decision in the end.
Both were good, by the way.
Yeah. And I mean, it's a huge shame to shut this bishop out of the game. And yeah, in the end, it only made one move, but I thought it was still reasonable.
And please tell us, when did you have already spotted against knight c7 long castle this knight c2, knight c3, being knight c3 the key move?
Yeah,
That was a stable line.
Yeah, I thought I'd seen that from a while ago that I have time for that. That's why I went for king g2 and not rook c2, because I realized that even though my position maybe is not great, it's at least quite stable. And there was an interesting option here with
Oh wow.
knight takes e4. Like, I don't think it works.
Oh yeah, we saw this. Yeah.
Bishop takes e3, and now I'm thinking maybe bishop f5 is good, but I wasn't sure. But I thought knight takes e3
You can
was
just
actually,
take, yeah,
was
rook
actually
d1
good.
and rook cd1.
Yeah, rook cd1.
And after g6?
After g6, there's knight f5.
Exactly. Yeah.
And queen f5, this specifically, I need this trick. And then knight e7,
Wow.
knight e7, knight c6.
Sensational.
So that was so that was working for me for sure. And then yeah, bishop e6, g5. Yeah, I had no idea how to evaluate this position. Like, I didn't particularly think that I was worse, but I didn't think that I was better either, and I was just playing move by move.
Rook cd1, yeah, and
Rook cd1.
h4 felt like a bit of a bluff to me.
Yeah.
But again, it's so hard to suggest something that, and his time was already...
Yeah, his time is really low. Like, my next, I don't know if my next move is like b3 or a4 or bishop c2, but it's understandable that he felt that he had to do something. And I mean, I'm not going to start to suggest a move because I don't know what it is.
So h4.
It seems like, practically speaking, white is doing quite well.
Bishop h4.
Bishop
queen
h4
d8 was a good move.
Apparently bishop takes h4 was not good. Yeah, queen d8 was nice, but I was really happy to find this. And yeah, so rook h5 was good. And now I was considering whether to go queen g3 or g6. And in the end, I thought maybe I'm just letting his rook have some air. Like, it could be really, really badly placed on h5 in some lines. Like, it's hanging, so let's do this
and
first.
here, couldn't he take on d5 with the bishop? Bishop takes it, because I was hoping for Vincent to create sign rook d5, knight f5.
But I'll go ed5.
You go ed5 and bishop e3, you don't worry. Yeah,
bishop e3, I think just queen g4. And now I'm
like
perfectly coordinated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the bishop is brilliant.
Yeah, so like knight f5 doesn't work, but I didn't really see what he can do.
Yes.
Like,
well, if you want, we can turn on the engine for 1 second just to see that what was the move that he was
maybe rook cd8
on the 3 dots. Yeah, that's it.
If you go to
okay, queen e8.
Oh yeah,
to h4.
Queen e. Yeah, I was thinking about queen e8, but I thought like he has no threat, so
yes.
But I mean, it's the only move not to lose immediately.
And what about after rook cd1?
What are the moves here?
Queen d8 immediately.
Yeah, but it does nothing to the... Yeah, look
very unpleasant.
A computer doesn't understand that.
Yeah. Looks very unpleasant.
Yeah.
No, this h4, yeah. And yeah, knight f5.
Yeah.
And there was this
This EF
Yeah,
rook d5, rook
yeah,
d5,
yeah.
queen d5 line. Can you please show this? What was your intention after this? EF rook d5, rook d5, queen d5.
Oh, this is super nice. Yeah.
Yes,
This
please
is
show
really
it to the
nice.
audience.
Queen d2, king h3. We should turn off the engine.
Yes,
It's like
turn off
this.
Bishop f2.
Bishop f2, and now e7.
Yes.
Queen
Queen
d7. And like both moves win, but I thought the nicest was just to go back. And then bishop f5.
I find bishop f5, queen f5, king g2. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's the same.
That's.
Yeah, I saw both of them. I just thought this one was prettier.
I was a little bit angry with him that he did not go because after
Yeah,
bishop
after
d5,
bishop
anyway,
d5
lost,
is, yeah,
and I felt like this game deserved this finale
Yeah.
actually. But yeah, it's understandable over the board.
Now it's unfortunately there are just no chances whatsoever. For instance, rook h8, I just go f6 and rook d1, rook h4, so I just take rook d1 and no.
That's all she wrote.
Yeah, that's all she wrote. So yeah, in the game I just had to like side.
Yeah, it was incredible construction.
It's too solid. Like I control the light squares completely, so it's and I have like sort of counterplay with f6. So
Perhaps
that was it.
Perhaps what we can do is, should we quickly kibitz on the remaining games? It's
Exactly.
a crucial
Yeah,
game for the
sure.
tournament.
It's all about
we'll
the
get your
ticket.
thoughts.
Yeah. Okay, so Robson and Svana are drawn.
Yes, but we have still this live action in Lenny against Park.
So there could be like a massive tie at 7
Correct.
points. Yeah?
Yes.
What's going on here, Magnus?
And Parham was winning before.
I mean, Parham looked dominating from
yes.
the opening, basically.
And here, any chances? Probably not. Well, no.
I mean, it could be just winning, to be honest. G5,
Rook
rook c5, rook f2, rook f.
Rook e5.
It's just winning.
Wow. Okay. Because if Parham wins, that's it. He gets second clear.
Then that's it, yes.
Yeah.
And he'll be in Vegas. Now, talking about Vegas.
Okay, so king h3.
After g5, g4, g2.
Oh, that is so mean.
It's on the board, right?
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you play
yeah.
king g2, so what's the tiebreak situation? Will there be a playoff or?
So, no, what happens is it's done on Buchholz. So we actually
Got
have to
it.
wait.
So
Which is
brutal.
ridiculous, yes.
It's so brutal.
That means, for anybody who doesn't know what that means, we have to wait for all the results of the round to finish, and then we calculate a bunch of stuff, including results of opponents and all kinds of stuff.
And king g2 on
King
the
g2
board.
on the board. Yeah, now it's gone. Yeah, I don't think there are any chances now.
Complete heartbreak
Yeah.
for Parham.
So we're going to...
It just looked like
Yeah, he
already
was completely winning then on move 20.
already like king queen is knight c4. How did he not win this?
Bishop e6, apparently a mistake.
Yeah, but also afterward he was completely winning.
Nah, it's not a real mistake. Like, yeah. I mean, this.
He's pulled up and dominated position, yes.
Brutal.
Yeah, that is a very, very tough break for him.
Yeah, and the regulation I think is that if the Buchholz is equal, then there is a tie break. But okay, this is...
It's not going to happen, unfortunately.
We'll call you back for commentary. Okay.
Okay, so then we have, so Fabi won this, I thought.
Arjun also tying then.
Yeah, I thought Serrano, by the way, I thought he played really well from the games that I saw. But he just, like, at some point, you get to certain, like, if you don't have, like, one of the top ratings, like, then you just end up playing really, really tough opposition. So then it's hard to win. But yeah, there will be a million players on 7 points, and I'll wish everybody good luck with their tie breaks.
Before you go, just a couple more questions. What's next for you? What's on the agenda?
I've been on the road for 3 weeks now, or it will be 3 weeks tomorrow. So I'll go back home to Norway, get some rests, which is much needed and I think quite deserved as well after this event.
And my next question is, obviously, we're going to find out soon as well who gets the ticket for Las Vegas. My issue is this, Magnus. At the closing party, half of the field won't be able to go into any of the nightclubs. Any thoughts on what you're going to do with the likes of, some of the Indian prodigies? You're going to have to play a bit of blitz outside by the pool or something like that.
I'm fine. I'm not much of a clubber these
Oh,
so
everybody's growing up too fast.
we all are. Yeah.
We all are. Well, look, what can we say? I think he deserves a massive round of applause for just we've witnessed history, and I think, Jan Henrik was here also earlier. I think the future of this sport, the future of this variant is very bright, and everybody enjoyed watching it. So can't wait to see what the future holds. But for now, you must be exhausted. We're going to let you go. Enjoy the win, and hopefully see you again very soon.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys. We'll be on a break. We'll be right back. But there you have it. Magnus Carlsen, history maker, 9 out of 9.